It was going good until it wasn't. So the question is, are we gonna make it home? This is it, day 10. This is the disaster. What kind of a disaster? Anyway, let me know what you think, you guys. If this is your first time here, thanks for checking out Rocky Mountain Backcountry. Like if you do, subscribe if you haven't. Now, let's get into day 10. Well, you guys, it was going good until it wasn't. So the question is, right now, not are we gonna make it to Glacier National Park, are we gonna make it home? The axle broke off clean right at the bearing, and here we sit. So we'll do what we can do to get it figured out and let you know. Okay, so to understand what happened, I'm gonna take you guys right down here and get up close and personal with the suspension. So this right here, there is an axle shaft that comes through here to about right here. You can see these welds. These are my welds. That worked out really good, that around there. Well, what happened on day 10 is we are on the Rock Creek Road, and let's just say there's potholes in this road that go all the way to China. That axle snapped off right there at that seal, completely snapped off. So what we had to do is, I'll show you. Here's a couple of little pictures that we took and a couple of small videos. Let me show you what's up with this. So check this out. This place right here is a little Rock Creek Mercantile. We stopped here and we had no idea what we were in for. But super cool little place. It's a fly shop. That was a really cool spot. This is the road that we were going up. This is Rock Creek Road. This is in low forest. I believe that this creek right here is the one where a river runs through it was filmed. So here's a picture of what right after the incident happened, and oh my goodness, you can see that axle is well, you can see that trailing arm is laying right on the ground. There's the tire laying next to it. So yeah, at this point I was pretty confused. I was like, what in the world happened? We strapped a shovel underneath it, and that shovel kept the trailing arm up off the dirt, so it didn't grind and make it any worse to repair. So this is us jacking it up, getting that shovel set up underneath there, and here we are strapping the shovel up. There you can see, here I've got it jacked up. We're using a strap to, let's see, it's strapped up to the roof rack and then to the shovel, and then the shovel is actually strapped to the trailing arm. You can see it right there. I think this is when we first took off right here. Maybe it wasn't. Yeah. That's when we first took off and started our way to get off the road. And here we are. Jerry's following me up the road here to make sure that everything stays tight and stays in one place. And anyway, yeah, there's another shot of it dragging up the road. We got to a point where we could get off the road. So what we ended up doing is we got to a point where we were off the road enough. So this was on a Sunday afternoon. We hooked up the Starlink. We tried calling around. Nobody had the axle we needed. Nobody had the parts. We didn't know anybody with a welding shop. So one of Bo's friends was in Hamilton, Montana, I think is where it was. And he was getting ready to come and check us out, come and help us. He was going to bring a trailer. We were going to load it on, take it to his house. He had a welder and all the stuff. However, one of the camp hosts that was right there stopped and talked to us, and he said, you know, asked us what was going on, why we were in the grass, because in Montana they don't like you on the grass off the road. Go figure. So this camp host told us, he's like, oh yeah, there's a welding shop, couple of welding shops down in Missoula. This one and this one, he named off a couple of places. And then I asked him about trailer supply stuff, and he says 6 Robles. They got trailer supplies. And he was getting ready to leave, and just as he was taking off, he said, oh yeah, by the way, there's a guy down the road here that does a little bit of welding. His name's Barney. Go down there. He's you'll see his place. He's got a flagpole and a welded bumper, like a pre-runner bumper, sitting out in front of his place. So we're like, all right, cool. Well, it turns out that Barney was a retired welder and fabricator. And Barney had the parts that we needed. He had a specific drill bit that we needed to be able to drill out those plug welds. You guys, such an awesome guy. Barney, thank you very much, man. You saved us. Anyway, turns out that Barney had an account at 6 Robles, knew exactly what we were looking for. We stopped there Monday morning. We called 6 Robles. They had the part. I shot into Missoula, picked up what we needed, and by the time I got back, Barney had that other axle out of there. We slid the new one in. I welded it up. We came back to the trailer, put it on, and we were down the road. So, that's the story of day 10. I got to tell you guys, if you made it this far in the video, thank you. And, you know, I got to tell you, God's always watching out for us. When this first happened, I said a prayer and asked God to make this easy for us to fix. And it couldn't have been better. We found a guy that had the shop and the tools to fix it, only a couple of miles down the road, who had an account at the parts store where we needed to get parts, and the parts store had them in stock. Anyway, you guys, thanks for checking out Rocky Mountain Backcountry. Like if you do, subscribe if you haven't, and I'm going to hang out here for the afternoon. This is too pretty not to just sit here and veg. We'll check you guys on the next one. That's day 10. And as you can guess, we made it home. Watch for a couple more videos coming of the trip home. Good stuff, you guys. Rocky Mountain Backcountry. I'm out.